To be a living being is not the ultimate state. There is something beyond, much more wonderful, which is neither being nor non-being, neither living nor not living. It is a state of pure awareness beyond the limitations of space and time. Once the illusion that the body-mind is oneself is abandoned, death loses its terror. It becomes a part of living. Your true nature is beyond description. It cannot be known with mind, yet it exists. Your true state is ever existent. The mind is simply the collection of impressions that have been recorded since birth. It is occupied by thoughts, which are based upon its predominant concept. Be the witness of thoughts. Catch hold of the knower of the mind. I am experiencing pleasure and pain in consciousness, but I am neither consciousness nor its content. How is it that your experience is so different from ours? My actual experience is not different. It is my evaluation and attitude that differ. I see the same world as you do, but not in the same way. There is nothing mysterious about it. Everybody sees the world through the idea he has of himself. As you think yourself to be, so you think the world to be. If you imagine yourself as separate from the world will appear as separate from you, and you will experience desire and fear. I do not see the world as separate from me, and so there is nothing for me to desire or fear. There is absolutely no difference between me and others, except in my knowing myself as I am. I am all. I know it, for certain, and you do not. So we differ all the same? No, we do not. The difference is only in the mind, and temporary. I was like you. You will be like me. God made a most diversified world. The diversity is in you only. See yourself as you are, and you will see the world as it is. A single block of reality, indivisible, indescribable. Your own creative power projects upon it a picture, and all your questions refer to the picture. Gods and their universes come and go. Avatars follow each other in endless succession. And in the end, we are back at the source. I talk only of the timeless source, of all the gods with all their universes, past, present, and future. Do you know them all? Do you remember them? When a few boys stage a play for fun, what is there to see and to remember? Why is half humanity male and half female? For their happiness. The impersonal becomes the personal for the sake of happiness in relationship. By the grace of my Guru, I can look with equal eye on the impersonal as well as the personal. Both are one to me. In life, the personal merges in the impersonal. The two are but aspects of one reality. It is not correct to talk of one preceding the other. All these ideas belong to the waking state. What brings in the waking state? At the root of all creation lies desire. Desire and imagination foster and reinforce each other. The fourth state, Turiya, is a state of pure witnessing, detached awareness, passionless and wordless. It is like space, unaffected by whatever it contains. Both the subjective and the objective are changeful and transient. There is nothing real about them. Find the permanent in the fleeting, the one constant factor in every experience. First, purify your vision. Learn to see instead of staring. Also, you must be eager to see. You need both clarity and earnestness for self-knowledge. You need maturity of heart and mind, which comes through earnest application in daily life of whatever little you have understood. Go on pondering, wondering, being anxious to find a way. Be conscious of yourself. Watch your mind. Give it your full attention. Don't look for quick results. There may be none within your noticing. Unknown to you, your psyche will undergo a change. There will be more clarity in your thinking, charity in your feeling, purity in your behavior. You need not aim at these. You will witness a change all the same. For what you are now is the result of inattention, and what you become will be the fruit of attention. Attention, alertness, awareness, clarity, liveliness, vitality are all manifestations of integrity, oneness with your true nature. Do not undervalue attention. It means interest and also love. To know, to do, to discover, or to create, you must give your heart to it, which means attention. All the blessings flow from it. Give your undivided attention to the most important in your life, yourself. Of your personal universe, you are the center. Without knowing the center, what else can you know? As you cannot see your face, but only its reflection in the mirror, so you can know only your image reflected in the stainless mirror of pure awareness. How am I to get such a stainless mirror? Obviously, by removing stains. See the stains and remove them. The ancient teaching is fully valid. Is the universe of value? It is of tremendous value. By going beyond it, you realize yourself. But why did it come into being in the first instance? You will know it when it ends. Will it ever end? Yes, for you. When did it begin? Now. When will it end? Now. It does not end now. You don't let it. I want to let it. You don't. All your life is connected with it. Your past and future, your desires and fears, all have their roots in the world. Without the world, where are you? Who are you? Each man suffers alone and dies alone. Numbers are irrelevant. There is as much death when 1,000,000 die as when one perishes. Humanity's problem lies in this misuse of the mind only. All the treasures of nature and spirit are open to man who will use his mind rightly. Fear and greed cause the misuse of the mind. The right use of mind is in the service of love, of life, of truth, of beauty. You can spend an eternity looking elsewhere for truth and love, intelligence and goodwill, imploring God and man all in vain. You must begin in yourself, with yourself. This is the inexorable law. You cannot change the image without changing the face. First, realize that your world is only a reflection of yourself, and stop finding fault with the reflection. Tend to yourself. Set yourself right, mentally and emotionally. The physical will follow automatically. You talk so much of reforms, economic, social, political. Leave alone the reforms and mind the reformer. What kind of world can a man create who is stupid, greedy, heartless? You cannot change the world before changing yourself. It is neither necessary nor possible to change others. But if you can change yourself, you will find that no other change is needed. To change the picture, you merely change the film. You do not attack the cinema screen. It is not of myself that I am sure. I am assured of you. All you need is to stop searching outside what can be found only within. Set your vision right before you operate. You are suffering from acute misapprehension. Clarify your mind, purify your heart, sanctify your life. This is the quickest way to a change of your world. Surely there is a factual world common to all. The world of things, of energy and matter. Even if there were such a common world of things and forces, it is not the world in which we live. Ours is a world of feelings and ideas, of attractions and repulsions, of scales of values, of motives and incentives, a mental world altogether. Biologically, we need very little. Our problems are of a different order. Problems created by desires and fears and wrong ideas can be solved only on the level of the mind. You must conquer your mind, and for this, you must go beyond it. What does it mean to go beyond the mind? You have gone beyond the body, haven't you? You do not closely follow your digestion, circulation, or elimination. These have become automatic. In the same way, the mind should work automatically, without calling for attention. This will not happen unless the mind works faultlessly. We are, most of our time, mind and body conscious because they constantly call for help. Pain and suffering are only the body and the mind screaming for attention. To go beyond the body, you must be healthy. To go beyond the mind, you must have your mind in perfect order. You cannot leave a mess behind and go beyond. The mess will bog you down. Pick up your rubbish seems to be the universal law, and a just law too. Am I permitted to ask you, how did you go beyond the mind? By the grace of my Guru. What shape did his grace take? He told me what is true. What did he tell you? He told me I am the supreme reality. It was quite a lot to remember the Guru and his words. My advice to you is even less difficult than this. Just remember, I am is enough to heal your mind and take you beyond. Just have some trust. I don't mislead you. Why should I? Do I want anything from you? I wish you well. Such is my nature. Why should I mislead you? If you want to know your true nature, you must have yourself in mind all the time, until the secret of your being stands revealed. Why should self-remembrance bring one to self-realization? Because they are but two aspects of the same state. Self-remembrance is in the mind. Self-realization is beyond the mind. The image in the mirror is of the face beyond the mirror. It is not the worship of a person or guru that is crucial, but the steadiness and depth of your devotion to the task. Life itself is the Supreme Guru. Be attentive to its lessons and obedient to its commands. Grow in talent and develop in skill. Desire what is worth desiring and desire it well. Just like you pick your way in a crowd, passing between people, so you find your way between events without missing your general direction. It is easy if you are earnest. There are no needs, desires only. To eat, to drink, to shelter one's body, to live. The desire to live is the one fundamental desire. All else depends on it. We live because we must. We live because we crave sensory existence. A thing so universal cannot be wrong. Not wrong, of course. In its own place and time, nothing is wrong. But when you are concerned with truth, with reality, you must question everything, your very life. By asserting the necessity of sensory and intellectual experience, you narrow down your inquiry to search for comfort. Question every urge. Hold no desire legitimate. Empty of possession, physical and mental, free of all self-concern, be open for discovery. Have your guru always in your heart and remember his instructions. This is real abidance with the true. Physical proximity is the least important. Make your entire life an expression of your faith and love for your teacher. This is real dwelling with the Guru. Does a jnani die? He is beyond life and death. What we take to be inevitable, to be born and to die, appears to him but a way of expressing movement in the immovable, change in the changeless, end in the endless. To the jnani it is obvious that nothing is born and nothing dies. Nothing lasts and nothing changes. All is as it is, timelessly. You cannot speak of a beginning of consciousness. The very idea of beginning and time are within consciousness. To talk meaningfully of the beginning of anything, you must step out of it. And the moment you step out, you realize that there is no such thing and never was. There is only reality, in which no thing has any being on its own. Like waves are inseparable from the ocean, so is all existence rooted in being. Is the mind real? It is but a collection of states, each of them transitory. How can a succession of transitory states be considered real? They are all strung on the basic idea, I am the body. But even this is a mental state and does not last. It comes and goes like all the other states. The illusion of being the body-mind is there, only because it is not investigated. Non-investigation is the thread on which all the states of mind are strung. It is like darkness in a closed room. It is there, apparently, but when the room is opened, where does it go? It goes nowhere, because it was not there. All states of mind, all names and forms of existence are rooted in non-inquiry, non-investigation. In imagination, it is right to say I am, but to say I am this, I am that, is a sign of not inquiring, not examining, of mental weakness or lethargy. There is no darkness in the midst of light. Self-forgetfulness is the darkness. When we are absorbed in other things, in the not-self, we forget the self. There is nothing unnatural about it. The question, who am I, has no answer. No experience can answer it, for the self is beyond experience. It has no answer in consciousness, and therefore helps to go beyond consciousness. Here and now I am. Stop there. This is real. Don't turn a fact into a question. There lies your mistake. You are neither knowing nor not knowing, neither mind nor matter. Don't attempt to describe yourself in terms of mind and matter. Setting things right lies in my very nature, which is Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, the true, the good, the beautiful. I am the self. You imagine me as separate, hence your questions. There is no myself and his self. There is the self, the only self of all. Misled by the diversity of names and shapes, minds and bodies, you imagine multiple selves. We both are the self, but you seem to be unconvinced. This talk of personal self and universal self is the learner stage. Go beyond. Don't be stuck in duality. Let us come back to the man in need of help. He comes to you. If he comes, he is sure to get help. Because he was destined to get help, he came. There is nothing fanciful about it. I cannot help some and refuse others. All who come are helped, for such is the law.